Good afternoon. This is Philip Fieldy Music, and yes, everybody's doing their year-end list, so it's time to do um, my year-end list. So I have like three I'm going to be doing. So this is part one. My favorite 15 songs of the year. So let's get to it. There's so many of these, so I know everybody knows how this works. So pretty much just 15 to one. We're going to go backwards. And there's a lot of honorable mentions I can mention, but I'm not even going to try. I mean, I whittled this down pretty good. Over like 500 songs I had written down or in a playlist that I was like, okay, this is a contender, and these are the 15 that made it. So I'll do this and put up the album art, I guess, when I talk about it. All right, so number 15, we're starting off with Ali X. Um, Canadian singer songwriter, and this song's called "Happiness Is Gonna Get You," which is the title of her album too. Um, so this is the title track. Um, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my review for her album, which I'm going to start increasing this year. I feel like I'm going to get out maybe like 2 album reviews a week. I'm going to increase my exploring different things. I did a lot, like listen to recommendations and people, word of mouth um, for stuff that wasn't on my radar. And I always have like different ways of finding things, but Ali X I discovered actually, what wasn't last year, but was it last year? No, I can't remember when uh, was it Girl with No Face was the name of the album, came out. Pretty sure it was last year. But anyways, it was one of my top albums of the year. And so that's when I first heard her. But this song, it creates like this feeling of like unease. So I find it very unnerving. I've shown this song to a lot of people because I was like, man, just listen to this. It sounds like a pretty piano ballad, and it sounds almost like hopeful. But then in the background, you can hear all these the synth work and everything like manipulate the feeling, and it's just it's just so creepy. But I love it. I think it's a great song. So yeah, that's my number 15. All right, next we have Magdalena Bay. Magdalena Bay, American music duo. They came out last year with Imaginal Disc, and this song that I picked was from like a slew of like singles they put out this year, which could have been an album. I didn't know if they were going to try to pull a Haley Williams or something, putting a bunch of singles out and then be like, okay, there's not an order, and then she put an album out with those songs and a few others. But this one, they did not do that. It's just a bunch of singles. And so my favorite of them, and is my number 14, so it's one of my favorite songs of the year, is Unoriginal. Uh, I love the plucky guitar parts of it and just the sweet singing in the song, and about something so mundane. It sounds like you just getting stuff ready for a store and be like, okay, hey, somebody's got to do it, kind of thing. But they were like, hey, I want this song played at my funeral. uh, Funny wordplay, like I'm such a whore for automated doors. That's just it just sounds so cool. But also like these like twinkling little chimes that come into it too. So yeah, I'm a big fan of their progressive like pop stuff that they do. So like I said, of the singles, which they almost every one of them, I'm pretty sure I liked. This one was my favorite. I keep going back to it. At number 13, we have Pink Pantheress, British singer songwriter. This comes from her new mixtape, Fancy That. This song is Stateside. I have not heard the remix I heard about with I'm blanking on her name, Zara Larson, but I do like the original. I think it's like got such a bouncy beat. I could have chose so many songs from that album though, to be honest. Um, Noises or Tonight or Illegal. There's so many good songs off that album, but this one is probably the one that I was like always like, okay, this is probably my favorite song from it. So from the beginning, I just think it's so like catchy, and You Can Be My American. Yeah, so I just think it sounds so cool. So, anyways, next song. All right, number 12, we have Black Country New Road, a British rock band. This is from their new album from this year, Forever How Long. It's called For the Code Country. I really did enjoy a lot of stuff off that album, and it is one of those bands that I never got into before this year. So it's like they had two other albums with a different lead singer. I never got into them for them. Once he left and and the other singers of the band took over, then I was good with them. So it's funny how that works. Anyway, For the Code Country has just so many twists and turns to it. I was reading it; people consider this like progressive, like rock in a way. And I could kind of see because it is outside of the norm, and I do feel like it kind of pushes what a rock can do. So, and it's just very like mixed with like all these classical elements to it, which I like too, and all the harmonies, which are pretty cool. So, I mean, it was a hard pick of which song to even pick from this one because I had a lot of them up. I am limiting it to one artist per song. So I don't want like I had this problem a couple years ago with Paramore. I was like, okay, I like every song on this. So my top 10 at the time would have been probably like 8 of the songs Paramore, and that's boring. So I just do it this way. All right, number 11, Taylor Swift, American singer-songwriter. Very well known all over the world. This comes from her latest album, Life of a Showgirl, which I did not like. I was pretty disappointed with it. I thought most tracks were kind of dull or just crass for the sake of being crass, I guess. And I just didn't really get into it. But one song maintained, and I still go back to this so much. I think it's a great song. I know a lot of people hate it. I saw a lot of videos talking about how trash it is, but I like it. It's not canceled or anything like that. It's Fate of Ophelia, the big hit single from it. So I do like that one a lot. I find myself singing the chorus a lot. But yeah, I like her stuff. I wouldn't say I'm a Swiftie per se because there's a lot of albums I didn't like or songs I don't like, but she has some bangers, and I feel like she ends up on a lot of my lists usually at the end of the year. I was checking though; she didn't make it the year before last, so 2023 she didn't, but 2024 she did, and I wasn't a big fan of that album either. So I'm pretty sure the Midnight's album came out in 2023, and I could not stand that one. I think I hate that one worse than this one. But anyway, so she sings great in it. I know a lot of people crap on the lyrics, but I think it sounds cute and sweet, so I'm cool with it. I thought it was a good song, so and I go back to it often. All right, so the next one is where we're at 50, 40, 13, 12, 11, 10. So we're at number 10. This is Clips, the comeback of the year everybody talks about. And there's a lot of songs off that album as well from Let God Sort Them Out that I could have chose from. But I don't know, this one hits me in the feels is the Birds Don't Sing. It's just heartbreaking, the story. Like reminiscing over what happened and everything. And the wordplay is just so good too. And, John Legend, I haven't enjoyed a song by him in a while. And I just think he sounds so good on this. So, and the production is just killer as well. And yeah, it is such a sad but inspiring, hopeful song as well. So, yeah, show them love. Like as I said at the end, show them love. All right, so at number 9, we have Lucy Dacus, American singer-songwriter. This song comes from her new album, Forever is a Feeling. It's called Ankles. I found myself singing this so much, especially that chorus. I was like, oh my God. I've never been a Lucy Dacus fan. I've been an appreciator, I guess. Boy Genius album, there's a few songs I liked off of that one. Um, but I mean, yeah, Boy Genius did come into play separately this year for me, except for Phoebe Bridgers. I don't even think she might have released something. I just didn't hear it, um, but yeah, this one's just sweet, and I like the instrumentation in it, and I like the change ups in it, which in the past I don't really hear that in Lucy's music, but this one has has some little turns to it, so I appreciate that. But yeah, it's a good song. All right, now I was alluding to this, but we might as well get to it. The next one is Julian Baker and Torres. Their album, the collaborative album called "Send a Prayer My Way," a country alternative country album. And No Desert Flower is my favorite from that one. There's a couple of other ones I really did like as well. I didn't wholly absolutely love the album. There's a few that skippable tracks for me, but this song in particular, um, it's another one that I feel like all of these I start singing along to sometimes when I'm by myself or in the car or something like that. Um, yeah, I'm No Desert Flower. I could take more than a little rain. It's got some great lyrics to it, and their singing is good, and the guitar in it too. So yeah, I enjoyed the song a lot. All right, number 7, we have Maruja, "Look Down on Us." Um, Man, that saxophone player is killer. I was showing it to people, and they were like, "Wow!" I had one person I showed it to, a coworker. They were like, "Oh, reminds me of Flight of the Bumblebee." Yeah, it's just so much. Yeah, so fast playing, and man, his breath control is out of this world. The singer with his singing and rapping, I think sounds good too. His lyrics as well. Um, I think the whole band does a great job. It is a really good album as well, and this song was just the one I probably fell in love with the most. So I was like, okay, or first. Um, Excuse me, I'm like dancing around while I do it. I just I don't script any of these. I just do it off the dome. So I know I've heard some people complain about that before, but I don't really care. Um, I do what I do. There's other channels out there. Uh, I listen to them, to be honest, because I like to hear what people say about stuff. And Maruja's getting a lot of love. I didn't hear too much from about like Julian Baker or Lucy Dacus and stuff like that, but yeah, yeah, Maruja did a great job with this. All right, at the number 6 spot, we have Rosalia Divinize from the Lux album. Um, yeah, Divinize. I mean, there was a few I was going to choose instead, the Bergane or La Perla. This one was like the one though, even though, I mean, man, Bergane, that part with East Tumor always throws me off, to be honest. And it's always, well, if I'm not blasting at work or something like that, I always turn that down. It's just so prevalent. So that probably would have been my number one, but of her stuff. But this one is really good as well. And it's like mostly, I'm pretty sure it's mostly in English as well. So, uh, yeah, I enjoy her singing a lot, and I think the production, the sense work is just so good. So it's when I heard it, I was like, oh yes. I told my wife because we ever listened to it at dinner for the first time. I was like, wow, okay, it just won me over. All right, at number 5 we have Wet Leg, British rock band. This comes from their album Moisturizer. It's called CPR. Um, Man, this one just gets your blood pumping, and I sing along to it too. Yeah, put your mouth in mine, give me CPR. Yeah, I think it's cool. Um, I like, I didn't really get into the first album too much, besides that one big hit single from it that I cannot pronounce, so I'm not even gonna try. So, but this one's really got me. Especially this song, and there's a couple other ones that are really good as well, but that probably could have been on this one, but this was my pick from that, and I've been sharing it around with people a lot, because I think it's really good. All right, so at the number 4 spot, we have Clipping. This is my second take of that. I totally messed up earlier, but I'm just sharing it because it's in my head. Now I said it so everybody knows. There's no hiding. But Clipping is from their Dead Channel Sky. I've been a fan of Clipping for years. It's one of those bands that I didn't get into at first, and after re-listening, like, what am I missing? It finally just clicked for me one time. I was like, wow. But that was, I've been with them through their hardcore stuff, and now we're into their '90s hacker phase. Or era. I'm down for it. But this song, somebody mentioned that it reminds them of like Prodigy, "Breathe," and I can't help but hear that now. Sometimes I'm even like singing it, and then I break into the "Breathe" thing. I'm like, oh crap, let me go back to the original song I was supposed to be doing. But yeah, it's an interesting song. I like his rapid, the V Diggs rapid delivery of the song. The lyricism is really good. Tells a cool story, and yeah, I sing along to it every time. I think it's so good. I, I like the part where it's like almost like this, like I forgot to do something, I messed up, and did you forget to pull the yellow wire? Oh fuck! Yeah, it gets into the really fast part of the next part. But all is really fast though. But anyway, great band, great song. All right, number 3 we have um, "Princess of Power" is the album it comes from. This is Marina, Welsh singer, songwriter, and this song is called Roller Coaster. Now, at first, I had a hard time getting into the album, much less the song. But after repeated listens, I really did appreciate it, and especially this one, which I don't even. Yeah, this wasn't even a single or anything. It's a deep cut, but it's one of them that I again singing along to, and I just find the lyricism funny. It's a little rude, but I like that. Like if she can't be honest and say what she wants to say, then who cares? She doesn't want to live, so I get it. Let her live. I like the song. It's great. It's dirty, but it's funny and pretty at the same time. And I like the change up of how she's singing about it. It's almost like a cheer, and then it gets into all this dark sounds to it. So I enjoy that. I think it's cool. I've been a big Marina fan for a while now too, and I've gone back to her earlier work that I didn't know about, and I appreciate that as well. So yeah, shout out to Marina, number 3. All right, number 2, we're almost done. We have Florence and the Machine, English rock band. This is the self-titled, or not self-titled. This is the title track from the Everybody Scream album. I like the song quite a bit. That's why I say number 2, of course. But man, this the background screamers in the song, they sell it for me. I mean, Florence does great job as well, and I like her voice and all through it, and her yelling in it too. I think it sounds great. Mitski on piano. Once I knew that, I was like, oh man, Mitski. Miss Mitski's music, but I haven't heard it in a while. But yeah, I thought it was really good on the piano in it. But yeah, the whole song is just so good. It has this aura of like mysticism about it too, and witchiness to it. So very Halloweeny kind of song. So yeah, number 2. And finally at number 1, drum roll, my car. We have Quedeca, Foregone. This is from the Vanisher Horizon Scraper album that came out this year. Yeah, love the song. Love it, love it, love it. It's so pretty, the piano in it, and just that harmony of just the way, it's just so pretty. You should just listen to it. It's just the way it goes, for God. Yeah, it's so good. I think it's so good. I found myself like going back to it and singing it a lot. And I mean, it comes from a great album anyway. So I just thought this song would it killed it, and it's so emotional, very like melancholy. So yeah, that's my number 1 song of the year. I have seen it like on I think one other YouTuber's list so far. So I'm in good company. Oh, Culture Detective, yeah. So shout out to him. He had the same number one as me. So yeah, yeah. So that's my number one. Please like and subscribe. Comment below your favorite song or your top whatever songs of the year down below. I'd like to hear what you got, and I would like to check them out too because maybe I'm sure I missed something. There's so much music out there. Heck, I just listened to an album a while ago. I've heard of the group, but I never heard the band before, and I was like, okay, and it's pretty good. It could have been a contender if I'd give it more time. But the Callous Cowboys on that one. But anyway, yeah, share, help me get my subscriptions up, and yeah, the new year's coming up. We have new music coming out soon. I have two more year-end lists to do, and should be dropping tomorrow and Sunday, and that will be it of that. But like I said, I plan to increase my video output, even though I do a video every day for Song of the Day, and I also do like album reviews at least once a week, or other kind of videos. So I think I'm going to increase that though, maybe 2 times a week. I don't know. I'm going to up my trying different albums too, because sometimes I stay too long on one particular, not or a couple of particular albums that I need to broaden up a little bit. So. Anyways, let me know your thoughts and your songs of the year, and we will see you tomorrow for another song of the day and another list, and continue on this musical discovery. Have a good day. Bye.